Hello everyone, hope you all are fine and taking care of yourself in this tough situation. Let me give you my introduction. I'm Banishri Goswami, Faculty of Economics of Optimistic College. So now I'm here with you all to give a little information of economics that you will have to read in your class 11. Okay, so economics have its two branches. One is microeconomics and another one is macroeconomics. So according to the new syllabus, you are going to get microeconomics and Indian economics in your class 11. Okay, so what is microeconomics? Let me first give you a small knowledge about it. So in microeconomics, we study about the smaller units of an economy. For example, demand of a commodity, supply of a commodity, income of an individual, price of a commodity, etc. And what happens in macroeconomics is that we study these things as a whole. Okay, so in macroeconomics we study demand in the whole nation, supply of the whole nation, national income and general price level. Okay, we don't study it as individual units. So the macro paper you are going to get in your class 12, but the microeconomics you are going to get in class 11. So let me give you a few information about it. So in microeconomics we study about the smaller units. Okay, so in your first chapter you will get the introduction of microeconomics, where you will get to know the types of economics. So there are three types of economics. One is market driven economy, another one is centrally planned economy, and then another one is mixed economy. What happens in market economy is that market is governed by the market forces, that is the demand and the supply. And what happens in centrally planned economy is that the government interferes to govern the economy. And what happens in mixed economy is that both the market forces and the government decision interferes to govern or to control the economy. In the country like India, we have a mixed economy, that is we are having both public sector and the private sector. So when I'm saying about market economy, the main motive of the market economy is to earn profit, and the main motive of the centrally planned economy is to give the social working in the economy. Its aim is to give social welfare, and the private sector which are working in the economy is to earn profit. Is it clear to you? I hope it is clear. The next one is that what are the central problems of an economy? So when we come to an economy, there are always problems. Now why it is so? I'll explain it later on. So let me give you the what are those problems. So there are three problems. First one is what to produce, next one is how to produce, and the third one is whom to produce. So what is produce? As we know, economy is a situation where we don't have abundant resources. Our resources are always limited. So we will have to decide whether to produce consumer goods or luxurious goods or producer goods. Okay. And the next problem is that how to produce. There are two techniques of production. One is labor intensive and the another one is capital intensive. We can use labor, or instead of it we can use capital. Correct? The last one is for whom to produce. So we want to produce for the needy people, or we want to produce equally in the society, that depends upon us. So the decisions that we will have to take regarding those are the problems that we face in the society. Clear? Now you must want to know why these problems arises. First of all, as I have said, that resources are not abundant in our economy. It is always limited. So we can't waste it. We will have to be very choosy in selecting those works where we will use those resources. The another one is human wants are unlimited. As we all know that wants are unlimited. It is not limited to any boundary. So since we are having a lots of things to produce, so we will have to choose what to produce and how it is to be produced. And last one is that resources have alternative uses. So the resources what we have in our economy can be used in production of different commodities. So we will have to decide that in which commodity we will use that resources. So these are the three reasons for which the economic problems arises. So till today I am ending my video till this, and I will definitely come again with a new video to explain you all. Thank you.